In the last episode of Penguin, when Penguin kills Vic, it's a brutal moment, but honestly, it feels both unfortunate and necessary. At first glance, it seems like a tragic move, especially given how close Penguin and Vic became over the course of the show. But looking at the bigger picture, this moment was essential for Penguin's character arc and the direction the story had to take. It wasn't just about the act of betrayal, it was about the cold, hard reality that Penguin couldn't allow anyone, especially someone he cared about, to make him weak. And that's what Vic represented in the end, a threat to his stability, his power, and ultimately his identity as the criminal mastermind we know him to be. The thing with Penguin has always been that he's not your typical villain. He's complicated, a blend of a tragic backstory, ambition, and a bit of an anti-hero. There were times when he seemed almost redeemable, like you could see him shifting between wanting to build a legacy and seeking some kind of redemption. But that moment with Vic, as painful as it was to watch, was what finally pushed him into the realm of full-on villainy. No more gray area. Penguin had to make a choice, and in doing so, he chose the darkness, choosing to protect his empire above all else. When his mother was kidnapped, it was the ultimate moment of vulnerability for him. That incident nearly cost him everything: his sanity, his position in Gotham's criminal hierarchy, and his sense of control. It was a pivotal moment where we saw Penguin slip into a darker, more ruthless version of himself. And Vic, as close as he got, represented the same potential weakness that his mother's kidnapping had. He started to care about Vic, maybe too much. In the criminal world, that's a dangerous thing. The killing of Vic wasn't just about eliminating a threat. It was about proving to himself that he would never let anyone, no matter how close they were, undermine his empire again. Penguin is a survivor, and in his world, survival means making hard, often cruel decisions. His empire, built on manipulation and control, required him to be ruthless to make sure no one could exploit his weaknesses again. And at that point, letting Vic live wasn't just a threat to Penguin personally, it was a threat to his reign as the crime boss of Gotham. In a way, this was a defining moment for Penguin's character. The show had teased us with this potential transformation from villain to anti-hero, and killing Vic was the final confirmation of the direction of the story. It made clear that Penguin wasn't just a tragic figure with moments of good, he was now fully embracing the darker side of his nature. The side that's willing to do whatever it takes to maintain power. The tragedy here isn't just that Penguin had to kill someone close to him, it's that it was necessary. It was a painful, almost self-destructive choice that aligned with everything he'd become, yet it sealed the deal on his true villainy. So, while it sucks that Vic had to go, it also made sense. Penguin couldn't allow himself to be vulnerable, especially not after everything he'd been through. In the twisted logic of Gotham, trust was a liability. Imagine if he did not kill Vic. We would probably have someone who is seen as an anti-hero rather than a villain. That would probably allow people to justify everything he did in this season. I am glad that the Penguin is actually a true villain, rather than someone who is misunderstood and could be seen as a hero.